It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The extra point, up and good. And the Lions have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stop it short for no gain, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches. Then in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll let this go towards the end zone. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Room to run at the 40. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
second down and 8.
Great, set.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. This one's going nowhere. Going backwards. He'll be down at the 4-yard line. 3rd and 9.
Great, set. Delta, set. Delta.
Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. Shipley, the first down and more. Loose past the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That is caught downfield by Campbell. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Great, set.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the 1st half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw to the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the zone read, it's a give to Shipley. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. And that is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. On target to Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. There's that. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They hand it to Gibbs. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. All alone, it's the tight end, Laporta. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. This one finds Peoples-Jones, and he will score. Touchdown, Detroit.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown, but sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead.
Eagles 10. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down.
Great, set. No touch, set. No touch.
Hurts working in the pistol. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, by the end of this drive, I might get
a dive, and he's in. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are back within 4. It's 21-17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that... Back to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Shipley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Another carry here for Shipley. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Great.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, at the very least.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They put Campbell in motion. Hurts to the air on 1st down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw, Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he will score. Harris Campbell. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Mike, I'm not not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for J.J. McCarthy. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Chris Godwin up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
Great.
Hurts. That one caught by Smith. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No touchdown.
Hurts will try it again. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
No touchdown.
To the air again. Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
At the 41-yard line.
No touchdown.
Hurts again. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield
foul.
that might
Roughing the
give him
passer.
15
Defense.
more yards.
Automatic first down.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
And in motion is
No
Smith.
touchdown.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Great, set. No touch.
On the ground, this is Shipley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
Great, set.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
No touch.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's not going to get away. They get him down right. Now whistles as the challenge flag is out. And this last play will be reviewed. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge doesn't change the official's decision. They're going to keep the spot right where it was. So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
No touch.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
No touch.
To throw is Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. 3rd and a yard.
Great, set. No touch.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Man in motion is Brown.
No touch.
And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. 3rd and 6.
Great. Set. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
No touch. Set. No touch.
They'll give it here to Shipley. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings
No
up
touch.
2nd and 2.
No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. That's a gain of 18 yards.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Detroit. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the...
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Field goal will make it a 1-score game, but they want more here on 4th and goal. And he's Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 38, Lions 35. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Set. No touch.
They put Campbell in motion.
No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Great. Set.
At the 38-yard line.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. Big strides. Look at him go. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays, and of course, a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. And how about that? His 1st career catch also becomes his 1st career NFL touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run here with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.